everything works. I will stay alone. Where I think I lowered this now. How do I? No, other way. There you go. Sound. Okay, it's working. Okay. Hello. Get the technical stuff out of the way. Hello. What's my next stream? It's been a while. I think 2 weeks precisely. I haven't done much with streams or edited videos. Let's say edited content videos. I was busy with MMC. With like before the con, I was doing sewing stuff, and then after I like took a break. And not gonna lie, I honestly did miss editing. It was like, it's been so long, I haven't edited in a while. And then like JJ asked me to edit something for her, so it's like I did that after. No, technically after the con. It was like last weekend. No, last month was the con, right? Like the weekend, and then after that was the. No, yes, I'm confusing my dates. I did the con, then kind of like sped run the Genshin event. Yes, I still play Genshin, even though you don't really see much of that content on my channel. It was one of the decisions I made. I was like, I'm just Genshin to myself. Like, I have one game I can obsess with, but not worry about content. So yeah, I'm behind. It's probably most thing is just like I can't keep up with these like people. You're like, sorry, I haven't really seen spoilers, more or less. A couple fan art here and there, but I was like, I don't know the context. Yeah, so I said after the con, Genshin, and then editing, and it's like, oh wow, it's like things like almost like back to normal, but not really. I should play today. Oh yeah, then I went to like the Genshin pop-up thing. That was fun. Hopefully I can make it. Hello. Back to streaming. I was gonna do this earlier, but then things happened. It's like now it's nighttime.
Hey, check out this super cringy video I just saw.
Oh, a voice call. Oh. It's actually a voice call. Is that his birthday outfit?
I was looking through the photos we took at the villa yesterday.
At the villa?
And then I suddenly wanted to call you.
Aw.
Nothing important. Just that I noticed you were next to me in every picture. However, ever since we left the villa, I feel empty inside when you're not with me. I'm not used to it. Perhaps that is why I was looking at our photos. Out of all the pictures we've taken, which one do you like the most? Why am I asking? I'm in need of a new phone wallpaper.
Ooh.
Correct. I want to see you whenever I use my phone. What's the purpose of this sudden change? I realized moments like these are worth preserving. It's not just yesterday. I want to keep every moment you carefully planned for my birthday.
That's why I'm streaming today. It's his birthday.
From making a cake
I might as well stream
and
it.
singing happy birthday, to the streamers in your hair, and
I didn't play
osmanthus
the
flower
birthday
petals on your
event
shoulders.
yet. And he's like, I'm glad of all
I
his
want
memories.
you with me at all times, in every way possible. I like those sides that make up who you are.
Aw. Wish I got this call after I did the birthday
If life were
stuff.
a photo album, then I wish every page had a picture of you in it. I'm already imagining what photos we'll have for next year's birthday party.
Streamer.
Or maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Thanks to you, my past regrets about birthdays have turned into feelings of anticipation. I'm looking forward to us slowly filling up the empty pages of this album.
So sweet. Aw. Make a video. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna. I need to kick him out. It's like it's not your
I just
birthday.
got to the.
Okay. I'm sorry, Raphael, but you're not the birthday boy. Oh, surprisingly, was it in the gacha? His rate up is his birthday card, right? And like I wasn't I didn't have much gems, so I did like a couple pulls from like the limited like tickets they gave us because everyone gets like free tickets, like a free 10 pull, and he actually showed up. I always get his card somehow, just like without trying. Here's Zayne, so I will go through his story thing later, but I need to focus. Yay, focus on his event first.
Why are there snacks missing from the snacks drawer again?
I wonder why. Not me.
I see.
You can't prove it.
Or maybe you want to clean the crumbs off your mouth first.
I always get his card, maybe because he's a really big fan of sweets. So he's like, he knows I'm a big fan of sweets, so we work together. Oh, I can claim this one. Today's birthday. Okay, I can, there was like a prologue thing, but I'll go through that again. What's up? Oh wait, ingredients? Oh, I forgot. Let's do this, I have to work in 30. Don't like that. Part of the birthday event, you can make a little cake. I think this is the second of the love interest's birthdays, so I kind of know how like the format is. I think someone forgot to decorate a cake, so in the story, since there was nothing like on the screen, like I think you're supposed to decorate the cake before a certain part of the story. So when they read through the story, there's like nothing in the model. So it was so funny. So pretty. I love these cakes. I think what was it? Someone like recreated these cakes in real life. It's like, wow, you guys are so talented. They're all pretty. Mix and match. So I have to just watch me like which. Oh, hello. Oh, thank you so much. Hi from Fleur. Now you can watch me real time trying to design the cake. You'd think I would have like figured it out by now, but nope. The whole thing is like snow, but also it's like he likes the macaroons, so it's like kind of cheese. But he also likes, I think, the jasmine flowers or something. I like the snow. Oh, but macarons though. I also love the Sailor Moon too. No, I have not seen like all the episodes. There's so many. Macarons on the bottom. I'm so indecisive of what cake to choose. Okay, choose the blue one, right? And then get some nice snowflakes to that's theme. It's a little hot. Maybe like okay. I think this is how I would choose the cake. Can adjust any time. Here's the cake. I can rotate it. Ooh. A little bit of everything he likes. Between silver and platinum. Everything about rings, though. Okay, I did buy his outfit. I was like, oh, I get everything. Okay, let's go through the prologue. I didn't read that much of the story. So just for the sake of like, have everything all recorded. There goes the words. As the doctor's shift draws close to close, I bump into people I know from Askell Hospital when I'm waiting in the hospital corridor for Zayne. For Zayne to return from checking in with one of his patients. Zayne's birthday is coming up, and I use this opportunity to ask them about how Zayne celebrated his birthday before. Oh yeah, I see a lot of this. Like people are like freaking out about his model. Do you not have a voice? I guess not. 2 years ago, there was an emergency operation on Dr. Zayne's birthday. He worked all night. Did it not have... I could have sworn these are the words. And if not mistaken, the same thing happened last year, right? He was working overtime in the operating room. I could have sworn it had words. Maybe because I'm rewatching, it's like a repeat.
I checked Dr. Zayne's schedule for you. Looks like he'll
Oh.
be spending his birthday this year in the operating room again.
I mean, that's how it is if you're working. I'm not surprised. For Zayne, helping people and saving lives is more important. Of course I understand why. However, I can't help but feel a little sad. At least, like, get yourself a nice little cake. It only happens once a year. I still want to give him an unforgettable birthday, no matter what. Seeing my expression, Yvonne and Grayson look sympathetic.
The chief surgeon's schedule is very packed.
There you go, there's the audio. I don't know why it wasn't working for a second.
If push comes to shove, you may have to reschedule any plans you have for that day, but you can have dinner with him at least.
At least get some nice food.
What are you talking about? Are you going to have dinner together?
No, we're totally not talking about your birthday plans. Well, I'm lost in thought. Zayne, who finishes work, walks over to us. No, we were talking about the new restaurant that just opened nearby.
Ah, right. I'm grabbing dinner with some friends. I need to get going.
Oh, the head nurse was asking for me just now. We'll talk later.
They wink at me before running away. It's like, he's your problem now. Goodbye.
So, did you decide what you're having for dinner?
Not yet. There's so many places. Zayne walks up to me, a spark of curiosity in his eyes. He's like, ooh, what could he get?
Well, we have a doctor whose shift just ended. He's hungry, has no plans tonight, and none of his colleagues want to hang out with him.
I take a step and grab his right hand, but just as I'm about to speak, I notice the fleeting pain expression on his face. Oh no, is he injured? What's wrong? Where does it hurt? Zayne shakes his head and gives me a reassuring smile and presses his right wrist with his left hand.
Let's talk in my office.
Oh.
I'm okay. I suspect it's simply an instance of tenosynovitis.
I do not know what that means. Is it just... does that mean it's a sprain? Or is it just like some wrist pain? Is it serious? What kind of treatment do you need?
Don't worry. It's merely a guess, not a real diagnosis. I just need to rest. That's why I'll be staying at home for the next few days.
Oh, you're staying home? That means you'll be off work? My worry from earlier changes into excitement when I learn he'll be at home. If Zayne is taking a few days off, that means he'll have time to celebrate his birthday!
Wait here. I need to get some documents to take home.
No, but you need to rest, no work. You still have work to do?
Not really. They're just regular files.
No, leave them here. Yeah, everything. I put my hand on top of his as he's picking up those papers. If it's not urgent, just leave it here. Taking work home doesn't count as resting. His hand pauses, and then he silently lets go of the documents.
All right. I won't bring any with me.
Yeah, fully rest, not vacation, but like, fully rest, no working during your day off. Can he drive or do I have to do it? I can't believe Zayne doesn't resist. Docile, he follows me out of the office. Once we're in the car, I found myself wanting to tease him. Ooh. You're so cooperative today. Is there a catch? Every time this music plays, I just think, as I speak, my fingers glide over his coat pocket. The corners of Zayne's mouth curl up as he slowly raises his hands.
What should I do to regain some credibility? Will a thorough body search suffice?
It's only been just started as a bed. It's like, yep. You're the one who works overtime on your birthday every year. Not to mention you bring home work like it's normal. You're dedicated to your profession, Dr. Zayne, but doesn't taking a break help with work performance? My hands slip into his pockets. I take this chance to grab his waist and squeeze it. Like it's like in it's like
Is this the standard protocol for a hunter's body search?
ooh. I usually deal with wanderers. As for this, I only do it to one person. My hands fly out of his pockets and touch his back.
What sort of clothing would have pockets on one's back?
Oh, there could be. This is my special technique. Do you have a problem with it, Dr. Zayne? A hint of playfulness appears in his eyes as he leans in. My hands are able to touch him even more.
Not at all. Your technique is methodical. It's very reassuring.
You guys wait till we're like at least home. Being so close to each other, we lock eyes. The warmth in our gaze inadvertently intensifies. Alright, you're good to go. No suspicious items here. When I move back, Zayne suddenly grabs my hand.
Surely, I'm not the only one who needs to be checked.
His turn. His other hand, he taps the corner of my mouth.
Ever since someone heard I would be required to rest for a few days, a smile has been glued to her face.
Is that obvious? Was it that? Just speak. Was it that obvious? I can't remove my plan now. We're gonna have the best birthday. I've been thinking about visiting you to make sure you're actually resting.
You'll be doing it every day then?
Yep. Is that not okay? Zayne's tone becomes noticeably more cheerful. He's like, yeah.
It's exactly what I wanted.
And then we drive home. We're just like outside, like in the parking lot or something. Man, it's like, okay, it's for it. The next day, afternoon sunlight filters through the sheer curtains. A soft hazy light creates a tranquil atmosphere in the living room. That looks really nice. I'm sitting next to Zayne, massaging his wrist with techniques I learned online. He's like, Google it, it's like, best ways to ease wrist pain. They supposedly can alleviate I can't read. Tendonitis. I'll look that up later. I guess it's nerve or is it like muscle or... Is this okay? Should I be more gentle?
It's good. Perfect, in other words.
Great. Staying up all night to practice on Fleecy wasn't in vain. Fleecy? Is it a little fleshy? I basically needed the stuffing out of it.
My hand won't meet the same fate as the fleecy, correct?
No, unless you have stuffing in there. I unconsciously use a bit more force. Oops. Isn't that better than actually getting tendonitis? I can't read. Ignore me. As I continue my massage, my mind starts to think about something else. Time to start planning. Aside from supervising Zayne's rest, I'm also here to look for an idea for his birthday present. I watched an interview last night where someone went around and asked, "What was the most unforgettable present you've received?" real smooth. I'm saying, just like, hey, there's this thing people do. What would you want? The answers were all over the place, though. So, how would you respond to that question? Zayne lowers his eyes to look at me. The moment he's about to say something. Come on, you're actually gonna answer? Who would actually be here now?
Mr. Zayne, correct? Here's your international parcel. Please sign for it.
International parcel.
Thank you.
What do you order? Zayne returns to the living room with the package in his arms. It appears to be very heavy.
It's from my parents.
Oh.
I believe this should be my birthday present.
Ooh. Unexpectedly, the words birthday present comes out of his mouth. It seems like my plan was doomed from the start. Huh? I honestly thought you were the type to be so busy that you forget your own birthday.
I used to rely on the gifts my parents sent to serve as a reminder.
He's like, gives a present, like, oh, I got that time of the year again. What'd they get him? He pauses, and a hint of amusement flickers across his face.
This year, however, someone has been giving me early reminders. She's also been more proactive about it compared to my parents, so it's been impossible for me to forget.
I guess my attempt at beating around the bush is just a plain clue to Zayne. You weren't subtle about it.
Are you still curious about my answer to that interview question?
Yes. Oh? Zayne takes out a wooden box from the back of his closet. It's filled with a variety of gifts from various countries. Oh, does his parents travel? Are these all from your parents? Zayne's parents, members of doctors worldwide. Oh, his parents are also doctors. can always be found in the most perilous locations all over the world. I need water.
They've developed a habit of collecting local specialties and sending them to me a few days before my birthday. Sometimes, it's only through these presents that I know where they've been.
I guess they're always out and about working, also. I flip over a small card that's hanging from the ear of a colorful winged elephant. It says, "Colorful elephants chase away the monsters in your nightmares."
It represents a mythical creature from that region's folklore.
Were you afraid? Were you also afraid of nightmares when you were little? How cute! Do you still have nightmares even with this colorful elephant as your guardian? A fleeting darkness reveals itself in Zayne's eyes, but before I can react, a gentle smile dispels the gloom.
Nightmares can't be chased away. I simply stopped fearing the monsters that lurk in them.
This astronomical clock badge is pretty. Clock badge is pretty. The blue hippo is really cute too. Zayne opens the parcel and pulls out a somewhat worn blackwood carving. It looks to be like a plant-like totem.
My father wrote about this. He said an old chieftain carved it. It's to bless children so they grow up healthy. But I'm already an adult. How can I still grow?
Emotionally? In your parents' eyes, you'll always be a child. Dazzling gifts before me only make it more difficult to find the answer I'm looking for. I decide to ask him directly, what would you like for your birthday? Among all these gifts, which one would you consider unforgettable?
Each item here represents a story. It's not so much about the gift itself being memorable.
Zayne caresses the gifts inside the box, thinking about something.
When I was younger, on my birthday, my parents said to me, "The blessing given to you by the first stranger you meet on your birthday will come true and last for 1 whole year."
Stranger?
They also took me to socialize with strangers on my birthday.
And then what? Did a stranger bless you? Did your blessing last the whole year? Oh, seeing the curious look on my face, he laughs and ruffles my hair. Hey.
Now that I think about it, I think it's possible my parents just wanted me to socialize. I preferred to be alone as a child.
They just
To be honest,
put you out.
I don't quite remember if anyone has ever blessed me on my birthday, but I always held on to the sentiment. Perhaps it's because they couldn't be by my side for several years after that.
Zayne's gaze returns to the photo that's attached to the gifts. Seemingly captivated by it. A recent picture? I stay quiet, knowing full well he misses his family. Oh. And I've already decided what gift to give Zayne. Oh? I want Zayne to receive a blessing from the first stranger he meets on his birthday. How does that work? Because if you take him out somewhere, he'll meet like a stranger, and then they wish him a birthday, right? Is that what? Slowly getting things. Ooh, where we are now. Fancy place. Oh, taking advantage of the hospital's lunch break, I sit with Yvonne and Grace in the corner of the cafeteria to strategize.
Ooh, are you throwing a birthday party? Can we join? We've always wanted to celebrate Zayne's birthday.
He's so excited. I do have a few spots in mind. I appreciate it if you could let me know what you think about them. I swiped through the photos on my phone and showed him various scenic spots I chose.
I've been to that villa before. It's nice.
Who are you? A friendly voice comes from above. Holding a tray, a doctor with a wide smile stands at the table.
Do you mind if I join you guys? I never celebrated Zayne's birthday before.
It's like none of his coworkers have celebrated his birthday in like a party setting.
This is Dr. Riley from Pediatrics. He's also well acquainted with Dr. Zayne.
Dr. Riley sits across from us and starts a conversation while we eat.
The mountain air is fresh, and the autumn scenery is very beautiful. The villa has a lot of utilities too. It's perfect for hosting parties.
I guess we got spoiled because Zayne was talking about the villa in the phone call.
If we're okay with that place, I'll be happy to drive everyone there.
Oh, well, it's nice of you.
Then I'll prepare the decorations we'll need for the party.
And I'll order the birthday cake. I already got the design ready to go. All of us have our task now. To facilitate communication, I created a new group chat called Party Planning Pros. Ooh, pretty. The next day, I successfully made a reservation. But while the party venue issue is solved, there's still one thing on my mind. What to give him. How can I make sure Zayne receives the blessing from the first stranger he meets? I think as I go for a stroll in the forest near the villa. Sunlight seeps in through the gaps between the tree branches. Suddenly, a vintage food truck appears. What? A vintage food truck? From a flash of inspiration, an idea pops into my mind. Excuse me, can I rent out your truck on September 5th? It'll just be for that morning. Renting a true truck? What is... I'm so curious what is gonna happen in the story. Ooh. In the evening, Zayne invited me to have his dinner with him at the restaurant near his place. The thought of the surprise I prepared puts me in a good mood. When you asked if I had time to eat, I thought you were talking about eating at home. And he's like at this fancy place.
At first, I was planning to cook, but then I'd probably be scolded for not resting.
You're not wrong. But then also food, though. Aren't you used to eating alone, Dr. Zayne? Why aren't you doing it now?
You know the answer to that.
I have you in my life. I want to eat with you. He pushes the dish I like toward me. His expression tinged with concern. What?
Were you busy with today's missions? Will having dinner together make you feel more exhausted?
No. Lincoln City has been pretty peaceful lately. So I figured I'd use the time to find a place where you can truly relax and recuperate. Prepare yourself. We'll be going there September 4th. Zayne instantly understands the implications behind my words. His gaze is filled with mirth. He's like, oh, adventure.
All right. I'll follow the doctor's orders in that case.
Oh, and okay, let me just, before I do the last one, let me just collect some things. Oh, I thought it would show up a thing. Oop. like just stalling so I can get the other like accessory thing. Even though I could have more or less set on my like design for the cake. Doomsday. I don't know if I want that for your birthday. With go back, level up this card. Do I have enough? No. I can't get my dailies in. Nope, 50 seconds for that. Oh, I can do this. I think these are the ones that... No, I don't. So let's go this way. I think everything was more or less sold. Oh, and then it's done. It's pretty though. Quick nap. Oh. Alright, and then almost everything is done. I don't let you read much. I'm like, my throat's like, not tired, but read this part. So, you don't make adjustments. What was the other banner? No. I think this is good. Yeah. Okay, I think it's good. Take time. Alright, time to see. We set off for the villa the day before Zayne's birthday, and the party lasts until it's nighttime. See, like right now for like 2 days. As midnight approaches, I hold a little cake I made and walk into Zayne's room. Zayne stands on the balcony. Hear me open the door. He turns around. It'll be September 5th. It'll soon be September 5th. But there's one last thing we should do. Oh. I place the cake on a small round table on the balcony. As I'm about to cut it, he gently grabs my wrist.
How can someone be this quiet before cutting a birthday cake?
He's like, you gotta sing happy birthday. I already took care of everything that needed to be done during the party. We can... The hand holding my wrist tightens its grip, which stops me from continuing.
This cake represents something else for me.
Huh? He looks at me, his gaze almost burning a hole through me, as if he's hoping I'll give it an answer.
Is there anything you'd like to say before we eat the cake?
Happy birthday. Well, technically it's still it's the day before his birthday, but oh, now I can say it. The clock strikes midnight. It's officially September 5th, even though it's like bedtime. I initially planned to say my words for the surprise at dawn, but the look on his face moves me. I want to meet his expectations and give him the answer he longed for. I asked your colleagues, and they said that for the past few years, you spent your birthday working. I pick up a match on the table and strike it so I could light the candles on the cake. Well, it might be normal for doctors, especially for someone like you since your parents are also doctors. And maybe for you, your birthday isn't as important as helping people and saving lives. Like the little candle just there. In the flickering candlelight, Zayne and I exchange a look. But for me, your birthday is a very important day. It's one I don't want to miss. Oh. There's an optimistic happy birthday. What? Oh. I saw text appear. It did say like something on my mic. Oh. I didn't require the I didn't allow the microphone access.
While I did hear happy birthday at the party, I still want to hear you sing it. Can you do that for me?
Happy birthday, Zayne. I'm not singing. I don't want to sing right now. Happy birthday, Zayne. Put that nice song to you. Also, I don't want to mess with like this phone settings.
I prefer listening to you sing happy birthday. You promised me that I wouldn't miss another birthday. Does this mean I'll hear you sing happy birthday every year now?
Of course. Well, in Universal, so I'm not singing on stream. What about the candles? Although people say you shouldn't share your birthday wish, it would be nice if you told me yours.
Will you make it come true if I do?
I'll try my best, depending what it is. I'll try my best. I keep like saying what MP's gonna say in the next line.
Thank you, but my wish is already in the process of coming true.
Oh? The candles might have blown out, but the flickering light is etched into Zayne's eyes. Happy birthday, Dr. Zayne.
Dr. Zayne?
He's like, are we not close enough? You can call me casually by just my name. I still have more to say. Oh? Oh? Under the table, my right hand takes his left hand. Happy birthday, Zayne. From now on, I'll be by your side to celebrate your birthday every year. Zayne smiles and gently touches my cheek with his right hand.
I'll hold you to your word. From now on, you must be by my side for my birthday.
And his gaze lands on the cake.
Did you bake it yourself?
What do you think?
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's as though he's looking at a treasure.
You were busy planning the party and baking the cake. It must have been exhausting. And I just lounged around.
Even if I wasn't busy, I wouldn't make you do prep work for your own birthday. I cup his cheek and lean in to look into his eyes. Even if you were a doctor, you don't need to be responsible for everything. I hope that when you're just Zayne, you'll give others a chance to take care of you.
Such as right now.
Mm-hmm. I nod. He moves closer to me. As our breaths mingle, Zayne slightly opens his mouth, joy twinkling in his eyes.
Then can you feed me? Please.
Aww. Of course, he's like trying to feed him cake. I take a spoonful of cake and feed it to Zayne. He purses his lips, and I can't help but feel nervous. Well, is it sweet enough for you?
It's delicious. However, it could be sweeter.
Could we had some whipped cream or something? What? How? I even added extra sugar. It was a lot more than what the recipe called for. Credulous, I tried a cake myself. How is this cake not sweet enough? Him and his sweet tooth. A bit of mischief flashes in Zayne's eyes.
Whether something is sweet or not is a subjective matter. Perhaps it's because I already tasted something sweeter.
I can't help but smile. I purposely pretend to act serious. How troublesome. Zayne pauses.
What's the matter?
It's tough to go from gourmet desserts to simple ones. I guess it'll be hard to find sweets that can satisfy your cravings in the future. It's like, I gotta try better to get those good sweets. Zayne smiles again, takes my hand and hugs me.
Indeed. I'll have to rely on you when I want to eat something sweet.
It's like, you know, it was like kind of mean there. He lowers his head and nuzzles me, his nose touching the side of my face.
Only when we're together do I taste the most satisfying sweetness.
Door. He's like, everything in my life is sweet when I'm with you. Yeah. And then you get the, if you don't know, you get the cake as a reward for your like room decoration. A cake laden with extra sugar and plenty of cream, especially crafted for Zayne. Does he know the recipe have to be by his side each year? I thought this opens up for some. Pretty. Picture now, it's like the full. Is that always in the background? I don't remember. Share his cake. Oh, I guess. Here, I'll just. What is it? Oh, where's the snowflake? Now, why does the audio sound terrible? I didn't think moving out of the oh, where'd it go? It's our phone's like, you did the birthday event, now time to crash. I'm gonna check if the thing, the
Some love for longevity before fading to dust. Some long for eternal sleep, as eulogy chanted by stars. Into that serenity.
Alright, we did the birthday event, but I said earlier I got this birthday card, so we go through that story, and then
She rambled 1,000 times, a million miles searching for light. Free from the rule of death, now seems so dull. Time goes by, but memories rewind as she prays again.
alright, come on, phone, you can wear.
Back when
No, I saw better.
Where to go? Where they meet to grow.
I just like the environment here.
Did it count? Yeah, okay, go. I need to make sure, like, get all the things in the shop, because for one of the events I forgot to and I lost out on things. It's like, no. But everything. Okay, that's done. In my mind, it's basically like, this is like a really cool looking box. No, I should save my pulls. I think I was able to get his card. I think I had was like 20 pulls in or something like that, and then like it came around like in the like around the 30th. So yeah, I swear, usually a game like makes me like get cards at pity. But I was have to get like halfway. Nothing. Oh, there's Zayne. Okay, nothing then. We'll do this more in depth later. I got to go on a date thing. This. Okay, this one. Okay, there's a lot of things, like a lot of his cards that I haven't like gone through yet. Cause I was like waiting to do it on stream. See how decent about his cards. Look at this. Well, except like the what you call it, the limited ones. When there's like 3 of them on a banner. That's hard. His birthday's approaching. But there's signs of suspected tensinitis. He's first to get home. However, this unexpected vacation is good news for me who's planning a birthday party. Oh, I guess we get to see more of... I didn't know where this would have took place in like the event of the story. So I guess if I like done it before, but oh well, we just did. It's like a little like prequel to like the adventures they did. As we're about to leave, messages are sent back and forth in the group chat named Party Planning Pros. My phone is buzzing every second. Oh, the voice, no voices. I met with Dr. Riley and Yvonne. We'll arrive at Zayne's place in about an hour. We got the cake and confetti boat in the car. The villa is halfway up the hill. You guys go in first, and I'll keep him occupied before everything's ready. Make sure the gifts are hidden well. Don't let him notice them. Diane, what surprise did you prepare? Care to spill the beans? My idea for a gift was inspired by a story Zayne shared recently about his childhood. The blessing given to you by the first stranger you meet on your birthday will supposedly come through. I guess, well, we didn't hear the context of the truck. I guess now we will. This is what Zayne's parents told him when he was a kid. Just as I'm about to type, it should be confidential. My attention is drawn to a sudden noise coming from the bedroom next door. Oh, what? I was like, what is it? That was my typing. A keyboard? He injured his wrist, yet he's still typing away like that? I mean, it could be with his other hand. I open the bedroom door and see Zayne sitting in front of his desk. I thought we said no working. His slender fingers swiftly dance away. His slender fingers swiftly dance across the keyboard, producing a constant click-clack sound. Ahem. When he looks up and sees me, his body suddenly freezes. Oops. And then there goes the sound. The hands that dance on the keyboard slowly rise and are clasped together. Then they rest against his chest.
Could you turn on your microphone, please? Let's do this via voice call.
Now you do it by voice call.
Oh, sure, Dr. Zayne. No problem.
Glancing at me with a guilt-ridden expression, Zayne flexes his wrist that has a medicated patch on it. I point to his hand, then I make a knife with my fingers and draw it across my throat, just to show him how angry I am. It's like, you're supposed to be resting. Zayne touches his neck. It's like, oops.
I see where the issue is. Thank you, Dr. Zayne.
Send me the revised plan the day after tomorrow. Goodbye.
Zayne turns off the microphone and carefully places the reports in the drawer. He did bring stuff home. Then he looks in the direction of the door as I stand there with my arms crossed. And he's like...
We're heading to the villa this afternoon, right?
Mm-hmm. Wrist injuries can be caused from repetitive activities that strain the tendons. If the patient doesn't get enough rest, his wrist will be injured again. She's now locked. Zayne rises from his seat and walks up to me. Then he taps my arm with his index finger.
I don't have anything better to do when I'm alone in this room.
I take this chance to grab his index finger. In that case, get ready for a surprise.
Will it actually be a surprise?
I think so. If you don't like it, I'll improve it next year. Grayson picks me and Zayne up as planned. Together, we head to the mountain villa that was booked beforehand. As we approach our destination, the sky slowly darkens. Everyone's enjoying some casual chatter inside the car. I wish it was voice talk. Everyone can't believe it's happening. Around this time last year, we were still pulling all-nighters in the operating room. I guess they all have managed to get... I guess there's no, like, appointments this time. It wasn't just last year. The same could be said for the year before. Well, this year is the exception with a long summer and warm autumn. The icebergs in the polar regions might start melting. She's like so shocked, it's like, how did this happen? Zayne and I sit in the back seat. We observe the scenery outside as it quickly passes us.
Are they hinting at something?
Well, it's a miracle. I don't know. I guess it's global warming. Huh? Suddenly, a warm palm gently envelops my hand that's sitting on the seat. I glance at Zayne, but he's watching the scenery outside the window. It's dim inside the car. Only the occasional street light casts fleeting shadows over our intertwined fingers and the backs of our hands. They're just holding hands in the car.
All right, we're here. You guys go on ahead. I'll park the car. By the way, Dr. Zayne, Dr. Riley asked me to tell you.
Grayson turns around and unexpectedly sees Zayne and mine's hands in the middle of the back seat. I feel the urge to pull back my hand, but Zayne remains composed. His palm doesn't move. It's like, oh, am I interrupting you lovebirds?
Why did you stop talking? Are you looking at something?
It's nothing. But isn't it crazy how hot the weather is this autumn? It feels even stuffier in here. Let's go somewhere else first.
No. Grayson hurries Yvonne out of the car. So Zayne and I are the only ones left. He's like, we gotta go. They're doing Opening the car door, I realize Zayne still hasn't let go of my hand. I turn my head and our gazes meet. There's a hint of mirth in his eyes. Oh, could have just walked to the fort. The villa we booked is halfway up the hill. The others have already left, vanishing in the blink of an eye. How far did they run? Zayne and I parked the car. I guess we'll do it. Following the woodland path, we walk side by side. Lights guide us to our destination. This place is so nice. It must be pretty during the day as well.
I haven't even asked anything yet. Is someone already spoiling tomorrow's plans?
I mean, I feel like this whole thing is part of the plan. At the end of the path lies a nearly trimmed field that stretches out before the villa. I purposely slow my steps so that they can open the door. Why aren't you opening the door?
I have a feeling the moment I do, a surprise will rush towards me.
You're not wrong. Ooh! As Zayne pushes the door open, confetti descends, and colorful paper strips fly through the air. Everything is going according to our plan.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dr.
birthday,
Zayne.
Happy
Dr.
birthday,
Zayne.
Dr. Zayne!
Surrounding Zayne and me, everyone gathers in the center of the living room. A cake adorned with candles is brought over on a cart. Who gets 2 cakes? And amidst the bustling commotion, someone places a birthday crown into my hand. I finally place it on Zayne's head from behind. It's a little birthday crown.
Thank you, everyone. I genuinely didn't expect a surprise like this.
Zayne studies the teetering crown and looks to me. It turns to look to me.
Who came up with this?
I
If
don't
you're not
know,
happy with the surprise, then we can say everything was all her idea.
Hey! You're blaming me.
Go ahead. You can blame her if you want.
Okay, but we all prepared this cake. Also, Dr. Riley suggested the villa. Grayson was our designated driver. Yvonne took charge of the confetti, and I planned on everything. So it's all a group effort. If we're really going to play the blame game, then none of us can go scot-free.
Anyway, sharing is caring, and we have a delicious cake to share. Dr. Zayne, it's time to make a wish.
This is the day before his birthday, so it only counts as a teaser. Wishes should be saved for the actual day, so they can come true, right?
Speaking of wishes coming true, I do have some experience in that. I once made a wish on an ordinary night, and that wish has since been fulfilled.
Oh, really? His gaze, gleaming with delight, lingers on my face for a moment before he looks at the cake.
Being too greedy might bring about unforeseen consequences. I'll hold on to my wish for now.
Accompanied by her tears, Zayne begins to cut the cake. Everyone else claps and sings happy birthday for him. It's a simple song, but we sing it in a dreadfully disjointed manner. We try to be together. Fortunately, Zayne is an experienced surgeon. He managed to cut the cake perfectly while suppressing the urge to laugh. He's an expert. He can
I've
do
been
it.
meaning to ask, Zayne. Have you two known each other for a long time?
Where we are in the story, I don't know how long it's been.
Our families are old acquaintances. We've known each other since we were children, so...
I see. I always thought you two became acquainted after you became her primary care physician.
Nope,
Although we knew each other back then, the time we actually spent together during our childhood was very short.
He glances at me, the corner of her lips suddenly curling up.
When we met for the first time as children, she seemed afraid of me.
How come?
You'll have to ask the person herself.
Well, I don't even remember, probably. I meet Zayne's gaze. I did see it. She doesn't remember. Huh? Maybe it's because I rarely heard you talk. Thought you didn't like me. Everyone looks at Zayne, and he pushes up his glasses.
And now?
Huh?
Do you still think I'm the same person I was back then?
We're here, aren't we? This is revenge. Now... I take another bite of my cake slice, enjoying the icing as it melts in my mouth. It's to be determined. A hand moves down, reaching out to me. The moment our hands touch, he grips mine tightly.
I suppose we still need to develop a deeper understanding of each other.
On the table is on the table is a pile of gifts for Zayne. The lively birthday party continues until midnight. Eventually, everyone bids each other goodnight, making their way to their rooms. Zayne's room is on the third floor. I carefully push open the door, holding the little holding the little cake I baked. Sitting on the balcony, Zayne is bathed in the moonlight. He's captivated by the moon's shimmering reflection on a distant lake surface. Are you tired? He gestures for me to come closer, and we sit down on the balcony's chairs. I put the cake on the small round table next to us.
I should be the one asking that. You've been busy all day. Aren't you tired?
Well, I mean, everything for you.
To be exact, haven't you been busy for more than a day?
I don't feel tired at all. I was really happy. Everyone's also glad they could express their admiration for Dr. Zayne. Pressing his hand on one chin, Zayne gazes at me smiling.
So you went through all this trouble to ensure I receive more blessings.
I was worried you'd be overwhelmed by so many people celebrating your birthday. But the idea of you surrounded by genuine love and care on your birthday was too good to pass up. I look at him as the moonlight casts a tender glow on his face.
It took me some time to adjust, but it wasn't long until I found myself slightly reluctant to let the night end.
But if the night doesn't end, we won't be able to celebrate your actual birthday. Smiling, Zayne pinches my cheek.
You've raised my expectations once again.
Does that mean your appetite has been whetted too? Time for cake part 2. I pushed the little cake toward him.
My appetite is perfect for handling anything from you. I was about to record a video to send to my parents. Could you help me? Make sure to include the cake.
Zayne's parents are members of Doctors Worldwide. They're always in the most perilous locations and hardly have time for video calls. He mentioned he sent a video to them every year on his birthday. It's his way of assuring his parents that their son is okay. I'm still alive. I tapped the record button on my phone. Zayne looks at the camera, a slight smile on his lips. Oh?
Dad, Mom, it's been a while. I'm doing well. This year has been kinder to me than previous ones. It's because I'm not celebrating my birthday alone. Thanks to you and the people around me, I didn't forget that September 5th is my birthday. I wish you all the best. I'll make sure myself and those close to me stay in good health.
That's it?
Yes, you can stop it now.
That's the end. I end the recording. Oh, the video has me talking in it. I'll edit that part out for you.
There's no need to trouble yourself with that. Just send it.
It's the first thing I
They
have
already know
someone
you.
with me. Oh, they already. Ooh. They already told his parents about us. I send over the unedited video while Zayne begins to savor the small cake he's agreed eating.
This is nice.
Are you talking about the cake I made?
The cake is nice. The scenery is nice. And the person sitting across from me is nice. Everything is wonderful.
Oh. In the distance, the moonlight covers the lake in a soft light. After finishing the cake, Zayne reveals a content expression, and we stand next to each other in front of the balcony railing. Occasionally, a sweet floral fragrance drifts through the air, though I can't tell what it is. You only said a few words to them, but deep down, you think about your parents a lot, right?
Nothing more needs to be said. Knowing they're doing well is enough for me.
I remember that in my childhood, whenever someone praised Zayne, his parents would say their only wish is for Zayne to be healthy. While he doesn't say it, I believe Zayne still longs for his parents to be around on his birthday in his heart. Wanting to cheer him up, I purposely let out a long sigh.
What is it?
I was thinking it was a good thing you moved away when we were little. You're so remarkable with your achievements and so dependable. Who wouldn't shower you with compliments when they meet you? Hanging out with a prodigy like you can put a lot of pressure on the rest of us kids.
In other words, you're glad I moved away.
No, but because I can meet you again later in life. Hitting the playful tone in his voice, I used this opportunity to grab his chin. I don't use a lot of force, but enough to move his head toward me. But that prodigy still ended up in the palm of my hand. I can mess up around him now.
You thought I didn't like you when we were children. Is this true?
Yeah, you didn't know back then?
I remember... At the time, we went to the aquarium together. And you bought a sorbet there. The sorbet had food coloring in it. As you ate it, you grinned at me, and your whole mouth was orange.
Oh, cute. I want to go in an aquarium.
It was an amusing sight, but I turned my head away.
Why?
I also asked myself the same question. I'm not a timid person, honestly speaking. But back then, as I stood next to you. I always wanted to say something interesting. There were a few times when I finally figured out what to say, but you had already left.
He wanted to look nice in front of her. I thought you were just a quiet kid. Like one of those wind-up toys that needed a few turns before you could speak. I still felt that way when you gave me a little seal. I always thought it wouldn't be long before we could hang out again.
Being with you always led to unexpected things. It made me very happy every time.
I poke his face. You're not talking about things like a seal throwing an ice chunk at me, right?
Well, that is certainly one of them.
He held my hand with a gentle grip.
If I had known we would be separated for years after that day, I would have made more happy memories with you.
Well, nothing like the present.
Even if it was just going to the aquarium, the amusement park, or anywhere else one more time.
He sealed away those unspoken secrets. It's like he placed them in an envelope with no stamp. And that unsent envelope rested in the drawer. It gradually yellowed as time passed. Do you still have those regrets even now?
Fortunately, all of them remain in the past. We grew up safely.
My heart feels tight and heavy. I hug him, and he freezes for a moment before leaning down to hug me back.
But now, I want to express my gratitude for fate. If there truly is a God who determines one's destiny in this world, I want to believe I've been blessed by that individual.
But I feel like destiny owes you so much more. With his chin resting on my shoulder, he shakes his head.
I can't be too greedy.
A birthday boy is allowed to be greedier than usual.
I'm already greedy with looking forward to the birthday gift you prepared.
real quick. But where were we? His warm breath tickles my ear. Looks like someone, while not saying anything, was thinking about his birthday gift this whole time.
Of course. It's only now that I realize my heart desires a lot of things.
When the familiar floral fragrance reaches me again, I realize I recognize it. It's the scent of Osamanthus flowers. Before heading back to my room, I secretly placed a handwritten birthday voucher beside Zayne's pillow. It instructs him to head to a food truck near the villa tomorrow morning. A stranger eagerly awaits, wanting to be the first one to offer their heartfelt blessings on his birthday. There he goes. The morning sun rises in autumn, its light filtering through the tree's shadows and bathing the forest in the pure golden hue. A small sign next to the food truck reads, "Open from 6 to 8 a.m. for Zayne." I wonder what their plan is for this food truck. Oh, gotta get a cinematic.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I happened to wake up early and found a birthday voucher beside my pillow.
Really cute little thing.
It said that someone who's celebrating his birthday could claim a gift here. I'd like to see what the stall owner prepared.
The gift isn't ready yet, but I have something else prepared. I think so. Oh, some here.
Is this another one of your little tricks?
The frosting. Don't wipe it off. This is an important birthday blessing.
Your hand behind your back. Is it holding another important blessing?
Maybe more cake. Nope. Are you gonna refuse my blessings?
I already used my birthday voucher. I'll take whatever you have.
just more frosting.
What an important blessing.
Oh. Some birthday kisses.
I must share it with you.
Give me a moment, sir. Your birthday present is ready. Oh, silk cookie. Here's your special birthday cookie. The stall owner put a lot of effort into it.
Considering the stall owner's exceptional baking skills, is one enough?
I haven't added the frosting yet. What do you mean there's frosting on it? More?
I like it as it is. Thank you.
Surprise, you even the sugar.
The falling osmanthus flowers are beautiful. Thank you for bringing me out here to relax.
Oh, he had the little leaves on him.
After this surprise, would the stall owner like to join me in viewing the flowers?
Of course. Oh, how do I... Hold on. It's another very important thing.
Which is?
Oh. Some more kisses. Happy birthday, Mr. Zayne. Falling osmanthus flowers fill parts of the sky. Zayne and I strolled through the woods and admired their beautiful blossoms. Dr. Zayne, would you say your whetted appetite has been satisfied today?
With blessings that remain in effect for a year, how could I not be satisfied?
Did you actually believe that when you were a kid?
I don't remember. After all, the first stranger I met isn't the person who's next to me right now.
He turns his head, a gentle smile on his face.
But I'll believe it today, and continue to do so in the future.
The autumn breeze rustles through the trees and showers us with golden osmanthus flowers. But I'm still not satisfied. Wait, what is... If we grew up together, I would have celebrated over a dozen birthdays with you, just like today.
In that case, I would have probably had a special box to keep all those presents from you.
Children tend to give stickers and pens. A box would be too big. What do you mean? Depends on how many stickers.
But there would have been more birthday presents in the future. How do you know whether they could fill the box or not?
The gentler expression becomes, the more I want to make up for a certain regret. If only you hadn't moved.
If I didn't, would you visit me more often?
We could hang out together. I'll knock on your door like always, and then ask if you're home and if you wanted to hang out.
Then I would have said there were fireworks at the beach, and asked if you wanted to go.
I would have followed you all the way there, holding your sleeve because I'm afraid of getting lost. There would be a wet spot on your clothes because of my sweaty hand.
In that case, I would have suggested we hold hands, if you were okay with it.
Just like that. He takes my hand, and without any hesitation, I intertwine my fingers with his.
Then under the moon of that night, I'd look at my shadow for a long time on my way home. My heart would keep beating faster than usual. Anxiety, joy, regret. I'd feel all of those and think that I should have asked you in person if you were happy. If you said yes, maybe I could continue asking you to play with me.
Enveloped by the awesome osmanthus flower's sweet scent, we stop on our tracks at the same time and lock eyes. Then I'd ask, choosing my words carefully, that you don't date other people for a while. Right, because I would be an adult soon.
I would have circled your birthday on a calendar then.
And once we were adults, I'll wait for you to ask me out to a dinner or a movie, like how grown-ups do.
Before that, I would have seen the first snowfall of the year with you.
Would you confess your feelings at that time?
What do you think?
And then it'll be your birthday. After celebrating it with me and some close friends, you'd ask me on the balcony if you had moved away with your parents as a kid, but we have never seen each other again. In this world of gold we're in, he stands and smiles at me.
How would you answer that question?
I'll say that you'll meet those who you're destined to meet. He leans down to hug me, as if a form of confirmation.
Fortunately, we grew up.
He grew up into Dr. Zayne and Mr. Zayne.
but for one person in particular. I'm just Zayne.
Happy birthday, Zayne. I hope every year in the future brings you happiness.
They say making a wish on your birthday has a greater chance of coming true, correct? I just made one.
Hmm? You can't say all your wishes out loud. They won't come true.
All right. I'll share the wish that's destined to happen.
Hmm?
I wished that in the years to come, I won't have to imagine spending every day of my life with someone.
He slightly shifts away from my shoulder, turning his head to meet my gaze. Sparkling in his eyes is a gentle mischief.
You must be curious. Who could I possibly be referring to?
I wonder who it could be. Oh, this card is so sweet. I'm just crying. It's a little somber. We're like, oh, what if we like didn't have to move away in the past, but they're here together now, so that's all that matters. I was surprised there's no like little like mini game like with like Raphael with. And yeah. Collect my die, yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. I think did most things. Oh, I almost. That's Raphael's call later. Oh, do I have? I could. Do I? Which one do I have time for? I did say I was gonna decorate a room. Like, if I do it real quick, maybe I'll. No, it might take forever. Maybe I'll leave it for another stream then. It's getting pretty late for me, so I'll probably end this here. So I should have ended off with on Zayne's face, but you get the point. Oh, here I'll put it. Change it to a different scene. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I spent a lot of time talking. Who knows? I always forget like the stories take a long time for me to read through. So I'm so happy I got to stream his birthday event. Hopefully, cause I think when it was like Raphael, I was busy, so I just like did it on my own. So I'm glad I got to stream it here. I guess another stream I will do. I need to change the title, but actually decorate the rooms. I'll just change. I'll do it later. So I'm gonna end up here. Maybe I'll stream sometime this week. We'll see. And actually do an on-star stream, or just me crying over the event. I don't know. So we'll end up here. So thanks for watching. See you another time.